So welcome to my backyard. Hope you enjoyed the little bit around the farm. It's just an idea. One of the things Meatopia lets us do is talk about what we do, and not just cooking and the retail side. The most important thing about Cabrito, I think, and the reason we started it in the first place, was to get these billy goats into their food system. And one of the great things about Meatopia is allowing us to see 600-700 people who may not have had any experience of eating goat. They get to try it without very much risk, see how delicious it is, and from there hopefully we get new customers and people more used to eating goats. So, I'll talk you through the kit that we're using today. Obviously the logs didn't turn up in time. I'm in deepest darkest Devon. I wasn't expecting them to, so I went up to my local farm shop, got some this morning and chopped them up. As you can see, we use the top-down method, which is Genevieve Taylor copyright, the top-down method. Let it from the top, let it burn down. Then we've added some charcoal. I always find it really useful to cook with both logs and charcoal. It can be a really expensive way of cooking if you just use one or the other. As you can see, it's burning pretty high at the moment, so we've just got to get this to burn itself out a little bit and light the charcoal, and then it will sort of calm down. You get the flames down, you get those embers, which is really what you want to be cooking. Backyard, we might get interrupted by my family. I have a son and a daughter, and Woody's standing just there. Probably wants to come and say hi. You come say hi? This is our Woody, and he's just interested in what I'm doing. So if he pokes his head in every now and again, there's nothing much I can do about that because we're in my back garden. All right, I'm going to carry on, okay? You going to stand there? All right, you can be my assistant. So today we're cooking Portuguese / Goan goat charcuterie, which is it's quite a spicy blend. It's spicy in a spicy way, not in a heat way, although there is some heat in it. We're going to do that on some naan breads with some grilled cabbage and the goat. Here he is again. Look, he just can't stay away. So I was going to talk you through the kit. So as you can see, we've got a fire table here. He's back. He's not going to be able to stay away. So we've got a fire table here, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's made by Tom Bray. It
doesn't look like a fire anymore because it's buried.
It'll come back. Everyone's a critic. He's my toughest critic. Critic. Yeah, we've got the fire table, and we've got which is made by Tom Bray, and we've also got this grill that goes over the top, like we'll do it that way around, like that. But I won't put it on just yet because stand back, Woody. I won't put it on just yet because it's a bit smoky, isn't it? Yeah. I won't put it on just yet because I want the fire to die down. And then we've got this Netherton plancher, which Woody, don't do that. The Netherton plancher, which I'm going to do cook the sauce for the curry and also do the flatbreads on later. So now, Woody, if you're going to do this, it's fine, but you've got to not stand. You can see where you are, okay? You can see where you are. So just measure where you are. Don't stand in front of me because I'm the star, Woody. And yeah, just concentrate on the thing. So here we go. Salt. It said in the recipe that we posted that we were going to do leg, and I picked the wrong thing up last night at 10:30 from the fridge. So we've got shoulder. Doesn't matter. It's exactly the same in terms of grilling. We've just boned it out, which is pretty self-explanatory. Just tunnel boned it out.
Can I put some salt on?
And there you can put some salt. So season it. You want to season it really hard, yeah? Go. Not like the amount of salt I put on your. Not like the amount of salt I put on your food. Really go for it. Loads. No. More. More. Keep going. There we go. I'll do the other side. We'll just come on, mate.
Okay.
Loads of salt. Go. Come on. Not the amount of salt I put on your food, but loads of salt. There we go. Loads of salt. That's good.
How many people are going to be here?
Well, this is just. Well, we're going to eat it, but normally when I do this in Meatopia, we serve about 600-700 people in about 5 hours. Yeah, it's really hard work. Now the fire is still going pretty hard, but we need to divide into two now because we need to get some into the. I'll just turn the camera a little bit. We need to get some underneath here.
Oh, now I can't.
Are you not in the shot anymore, Woody? Okay, right. Okay, come here. So we're just going to move some of this fire across and try and keep it going. Just so we can break up. There you go. So now we've got smoky. I've always thought we should design, I don't know, like Meatopia smoke goggles. Yeah, so we're just going to.
Oh, Daddy, do you want me to get you some goggles? I can.
Okay. I don't think your swimming goggles would work quite as I designed.
not in it anymore.
Okay, well the good news is Woody couldn't find the goggles, so I'm not going to wear smoke goggles. If you just stand there a second, mate. I know you're not really. I know you're not really in the picture, but that's okay. So
I am.
oh, you are okay. Stand back a second.
Okay.
Just so we split the fire into two. Why is it smoke always follows you around? Split the fire into two. So now we've got this like really lovely Netherton Foundry wok. It's like an 11-inch wok. We're going to use to make the base of the curry once this gets hot enough. And I think it's time to put the grill over the top of here, just like that. And we're almost ready. Once that dies down just a little bit more, there'll be plenty of heat coming out of that. It'll be enough to cook the leg. So we're going to make a curry sauce. And some naan breads, and then we're going to grill the goat, and we're going to kind of do that all at the same time. Isn't that right, buddy?
Yes.
Okay, Woody's found the goggles, and he's insisted I wear them. I'll wear them for a little bit, Woody, but I can't really see out of them because they're not very clear. Where did you get these?
From a dinosaur kit.
From a dinosaur kit, that's right. So when you're...
Fossil Phil gave me for my birthday.
Fossil Phil lives up the road, he's a paleontologist, and he gave us these little kits that you hammer out with a little fossil inside. So these are the goggles from there. They're really good. Maybe we just need to get them branded like Frontier Lager or Meatopia. So I'm just gonna, so I've got the goggles, my eyes don't sting anymore, but I can't see, so I'm gonna take them off now. But it was a good effort. Right, so we can start making the sauce now. So we've got, back here, we've got a little bit just of regular olive oil, and we cooked up
Some olive oil.
You can put a little bit in, yeah. Put a little bit in.
Okay.
Where is it? There. So I don't need too much more. It's just a little drop, Woody. Just a little drop. Go on. Stop. Great. Well done. Smoky, isn't it? So there's the onion and the spice mix. It's going to go in. So we just put that into the little. Oh, should have kept your goggles on, Woody. So we just dropped. Come out the way a minute.
Okay.
So we just dropped in the onion and the spice mix, the whole spices that is, not the ground stuff, and we're just going to let that cook for a while. It's not quite hot enough, so we'll transfer onto there. Just one moment, Woody. So here we go. We've got the little onion mix, which is the sort of base of the curry, just sweating. It's got
putting a bit of salt.
And you're putting a bit of salt on the goat. That's good. So in here we've got a bit of chilli, 2 star anise, and a cinnamon, and it's just sweating down in some oil. That's enough, Woody. That's enough. Oh, my eyes are really stinging. At least there's some authenticity, and my eyes really stinging because whenever you do Meatopia, you spend most of your time like that talking to people. So the base of the curry is just sweating down. We're just going to cook those onions till they're a little bit translucent, and then we're going to add the curry paste, which in true Blue Peter fashion I made earlier. So this is you're back in the shot, Woody. That's good. Okay, you're going to tell them what's in the curry paste.
There's pepper. There's spicy pepper.
Woody wasn't sure it was in the paste. So this is one of the tricks to making curry like you get in a curry house, which is, after all, what we're all trying to achieve, is blitzing up the base with onion.
There's a little bit of pepper.
Let me tell them what's in it. Onion, garlic, and ginger is your base, and blitz that up in a little bit of water, and you get a really nice base.
Garlic.
So you get a nice thick paste,
Garlic,
which will form the base of your curry and give
garlic.
it that kind of authentic taste. There's also fennel, Kashmiri chili, cumin, coriander, nutmeg, cloves, and chili in this. So that is going to be that's the paste that we then add to those translucent onions with the whole spices in them as well. Probably won't need all of that, probably only need half of it. If you just put that in a jar in the fridge, it'll keep for a week, fine. You can use it for something else. This would be also really nice with, not just with goat, but with fish as well. I think it would make a lovely kind of, for a fillet of white fish, make a really nice sauce, but you'll see that in a minute.
Did I put a little?
Yeah, put a bit of salt in that. Well done, mate. So this is going to go in here. Probably used about half of that. It's a good chunk. And again, this, you just want to sweat that out. To cook that out, I might add a little bit more. It's starting to smell really good as well. And don't worry about the liquid stage of it yet, because we're going to just going to cook that out for a bit first. I wonder if that's hot enough to cook it now. Is that hot enough to cook it now? Might just go a little bit more sauce there. Okay, so we just pop that back on there, and we'll just let that, like I said, we'll just let that cook out, and then it's time to get the shoulder on. Woody? Okay, so it's time to get the meat on. Mika, are you going to come and say hello? My daughter's now arrived. Are you going to stand there?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You don't want to come and say hello to the camera?
Actually, yeah.
Okay, come around here. Oh, careful.
Oh,
So this is Mika, and she is she's less enthused by the barbecue because the smoke is it gets in your eyes, doesn't it? Just gets in your eyes a bit. But she's just having her face painted. So what are you guys going to do now? You're my commie chefs. What are you going to help me out with? You're going to help me cook the meat. Okay, so
Wait.
you're going to cook the meat. Okay, so you're going to stand out of the way for a moment, Mika. Just stand out of the way for a moment. Whoa, just there. Okay.
It smells like wet.
So this, you just give you a quick look at that. It's just starting to stick a little bit. So we're getting to where we need to go. So forgive my shaky left hand. So you see here, we've got a nice lot of flame in here, but you don't really want that flame when you're cooking the meat because you don't have any control over the actual flame, whereas you can control the sort of embers a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is just kick away some of this. Maybe just take that away and put it over there with the rest of it. And move around the other side and just spread it out a bit so we've got less, so you can see. You don't really like the smoke, Mika? No, I understand. So now we've got a bit less flame, but we've got plenty of heat. That is really nicely hot. Okay? And you can just zoom in there. You can just see the curry base just sizzling away there. So once we've got the meat on, we'll come back and we'll sort that curry base out. So it's been beautifully seasoned by Elwood. And we're going to put it on skin side down. Come on, stand out the way this minute. We're going to put it on skin side down. Just to render a bit of the fat out. It feels like you have a bit more control when you put it on skin side down and it won't stick quite so much. So that is just going to go straight on like that. And it should sizzle. You know it's hot enough when it sizzles. If you put stuff onto a dry grill, it's just going to stick and you're going to spend 20 minutes kind of trying to scrape it off. Everything will tear up. It won't really work very well. So what we've gone for, as I was saying earlier on, is kind of embers, to cook on embers. And if that will be, it's really hot. It's easily hot enough to cook it as it is. But if we thought perhaps it needed a bit more oomph, then we could just move some of the fire back underneath it, and it will give it that extra little push. So you've got to try and find a balance between it being hot enough not to stick, but not so hot it will crucify. So now we're going to just finish off the curry sauce. It's going to require, I think I put in the recipe some tomato paste, but I had half a tin of tomatoes in the fridge from the kids' dinner yesterday, so I thought I'd just use that. That can go in.
All of it?
All of it, yeah, all of it. And we'll just cook the tomato in the sauce down a little bit. When I say cook it down, I mean reduce it. You want to cook the tinniness out of the tomatoes. Yeah, you can do that. We want to cook the tinniness out of the tomatoes. So we want to give that a good... So you can hear that's about the right temperature because you can hear it sizzle. And we're just going to give with the spoon, just going to give those tomatoes a bit of a prod just to break them up.
Can I give that a bit of salt too?
Yeah, you can give that a bit of salt. Yeah, in you go. Go on. Give it a bit of salt. Excellent, excellent, Woody. Thank you very much. Right, and we'll just have a first look at the goat now as well. So earlier on, you saw me move that piece of embered wood.
I know why you want some Goatopia goggles.
Goatopia.
Yeah.
Is that like Meatopia and Goatoba mixed together? I'll tell you about Goatoba later. Nice bit of brand management there, Woody. Well done. Make sure I got all my points in. So what we need to do now.
That farm that you get all the goat from, you could call it Goatopia.
I could call it Goatopia.
Look at the goats are alive there.
Okay. Meat below it. We're starting to get a bit of burning under here. It's starting to get a little bit out of control. So what we want to do is just move it to another part of the grill where it's not quite so hot. But that's a lovely colour. I mean, the colour's great, and you know that sort of charredness is actually one of the flavours that you're after.
And that pattern is beautiful.
You like the pattern? That's
Yeah.
another good thing about cooking over fire. You get that lovely.